How to fix your Amazon Fire Stick is not connecting to your TV. So if you're just getting a black screen, no signal, or it's just not connecting, I'll show you a few ways on how to fix this issue. So the first thing you need to do is go and power cycle your Fire Stick. Now you can do this just by unplugging your Fire Stick from the main power adapter, and you need to leave this unplugged for about 60 seconds. Now once you've waited 60 seconds, you can replug your Fire Stick back into the wall outlet. Make sure the Fire Stick is actually plugged into a wall outlet and not the TV itself. Typically the TV doesn't provide enough power to actually power the device, so you need to make sure it's actually plugged into a wall outlet. Now it's also a good idea to try using a different HDMI port as well. So for example, if you're currently using HDMI port number 1, you can try changing this to HDMI 2 for example, and then try turning on your Fire Stick. Now once your Fire Stick is turned on, we need to make sure that we have the correct input source selected. So if you come over to your television, you'll have an option to change the different source modes on your TV. So because we plugged the Fire Stick into HDMI 2, we need to make sure that the TV is set to HDMI number 2. Now I can do this just by pressing the sources button on my TV remote. You may also be able to do this from your TV home screen. There should be an option for something like sources or input, and this is where you can change between the different modes. Now once you're on the correct HDMI, you can try turning on your Fire Stick and check if that solves the issue. If it's still not working, try removing the HDMI extender on the back of your Fire Stick. So rather than using this extender here, you can just go and disconnect this and you can plug your Fire Stick directly into the HDMI port, and that's another way to go and solve the not connecting issue.